Good morning. It's your boy, always living blessed. I'm walking again today. I just felt so in tune yesterday. So I was like, I'm gonna walk today. Now next week, it's supposed to be getting cold, so I probably won't walk. I'll probably drive. But someone messaged me last night. Appreciate the love and support you guys give me. Thank you. The YouTube channel is up. Click on the link. Feel free. It's not too many videos on there, but feel free to follow. Like if you don't like, you better like it. I'm just kidding. This person, I kind of want to use his name. He messaged me, and I appreciate you, man. You've been following me for a long time. Thank you. He was telling me that there's a job that he recently applied for. He really wants it. He's been praying for it, fasting for it. For some reason, he can't get it. He don't know why, he just can't get it. So he says he's getting frustrated in his faith. He's questioning his faith. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been there. I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes wait does not mean no. Deny does not mean now. I'm sorry. Don't quote me on that. That sounds totally messed up. Sometimes deny does not mean you're not going to get it. Sometimes rejection does not mean that something is not better for you. It just means that you probably have something better for you. Probably has something better lined up for you. There was a time where it was this job. I wanted to be a correction officer. Well, I was. And at the time, I was in school. I was newly married at the time, and I really wanted to get a job that would really help support me and my new wife. So I applied for this county corrections job. At the time, they didn't hire me. I was mad. I was pissed off. I was upset because I did what you did, and I was like, at the time, I wasn't spiritually mature enough to understand the reason why. So I didn't get the job. Long story short, I wanted working at some other places. In the midst of me working at some other places, I met some really great people that taught me more about myself spiritually and taught me more about, the growth and understanding the blessings. Cut a long story short, a few years later, I have a son now. When you have kids, your set of thinking is way different. You look at things differently. You don't think about you think about them. Well, how is this going to help them? How is this going to help us? You're thinking about that. So I applied again to the same job years later. I want to say maybe like 4 years later. Yeah, 4 years later. Because I've been in the world. I had experience. I had more experience. I was in the mental health field, so I got more experience with that area. So I reapplied. Prayed, fasted. But, something told me you got the job. Just show up. So I went in for the interview. They left the gate up. I went in. The warden interviewed me. No, the assistant warden interviewed me. He said, at the time I was in the gym a lot. It's big. That's another thing. I wasn't as big. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, he said, I see you have a lot of experience in mental health. He's like, that's good because we have a lot of inmates that have a lot of mental health issues. He said, you have a license? Yeah. How you feel about violence? I try to stay away from it as quickly, as best as possible. Okay, cool. So you bring a feather to a situation that requires you bring a feather that was something that requires a hammer. I said, yeah, pretty much. I like to talk my way out of things if I can. That's good. Because we've been having a lot of use of force. Too much use of force at this jail. He's like, you got time today? Yeah, I got time. All right, well, she's going to give you a packet to go get your physical done, take a piss test, and, do what you need to do so we can start our process so you can, be on your way to the academy. I was like, I try not to like show how happy I was. I was like, okay. I said, all right. Shook my hand. Off I went. Me saying that was, me telling you that story is because hey, how you doing?
Yo, what's up?
It's my coworkers. Get home safe. You get home safe too. You too. And in the midst of that happening, I was more mature, and I didn't think about myself. I was able to think more about others. So if I would have got the job when I was young-minded, I probably wouldn't have been as successful as I was when I worked there. I wouldn't have thought as well. I would have probably. So, cut a long story short, I want to say that you better off. There could be a reason. Maybe God wants you to be seasoned more before He gives you that job. He wants you to have some more world experiences before He gives you that position. So don't take it as no. It could mean just not now. Okay? So be blessed, brother. And maybe He got something better for you lined up. And He don't want you to have that job. Because sometimes He don't want to put you in a job that's going to be beneficial to Him. Because it may be somebody He wants you to meet at another job that really needs to hear your testimony that's going to grow from it. So be blessed, brother, and congratulations anyway.